Yes, I understand. Throw your stones. I'm late to the date, per usual, but y'all know it's one of my trademarks to be fashionably late for stuff like this. But yeah, as you all know, Fortnite went back to its original island, if you watched my streams on it, obviously you knew that. And then they had the huge live event, which I missed out on because I was on vacation. And oh boy, let me just say, when I watched it live, I wasn't too upset I wasn't home for it. If y'all remember last year, I attended Fracture, and I was like, it wasn't the worst, but it was still incredibly mid. Well, I'd like to retract that statement and say it was the worst event in Fortnite history. Now I want to retract that statement because Fortnite has somehow managed to make a worse live event than Fracture, taking a new number one spot in the worst Fortnite event in history. The Big Bang was a complete and utter disappointment. Fortnite hyped it up so much. They were making it sound like it was going to be the greatest one ever, and it turned out to be just the opposite. Pretty much, if you haven't seen it for whatever reason, all it recreated the end event for Chapter 1. Then it was just a bunch of advertisements for their new game modes. Which, let me say, the new game modes I really love. And they are revolutionary to Fortnite, and I think they're going to change the game forever. But however, having them being advertised in a live event, instead of having important relevance to the story, is not good. Like, the best part of the live event was the beginning with the whole recreation of the end event. But nostalgia is not a substitute for a good quality live event. Like, legitimately, it was so bad. It was so bad that at the end, for some reason, I can't remember the reason why, but there was like a 3-minute timer at the end after it ended. And I'm just like, oh, okay, this is going to happen like little phases. But no, when I found out that was it, I'm just like, man, interesting. Very, very interesting. I really thought they were going to learn from Fracture. I was so naive. I was so very, very ignorant and naive to think they were going to highly improve upon Fracture when they did the exact opposite. And then the Eminem segment of it, I mean, okay, yeah, sure, that's cool, but how does that have any relevance? Like it really played out like a Fortnite collaboration. Oh, cool, but why? Like, why was there an Eminem concert in a Fortnite live event? Let's take a look back at the Chapter 2 end event, right? That one was probably one of the best, top-notch chef kiss. It was, it always had you on the edge of your seat. You didn't know what was going to happen next, which I guess to be fair with this live event, that was true, but didn't have you at the edge of your seat. No suspense. There's no tension. There was nothing. There's absolutely no feeling. Sure, at the beginning, when they were recreating the end live event, you have that tension. But as you're, like, flowing through the whole separate universes of, like, the different game modes, there's, like, no tension. Because, like, what is going on? So, Fortnite's recreating the multiverse theory. It's not like that hasn't been done a million times. Like, it's nothing new. And it's just, you fly into the Lego universe. Cool. But it's just, none of it made sense as a part of the canonical timeline. Like, there was no lore relevance whatsoever. It was just because I have no idea if those game modes, I'm pretty sure not, because they are separate from Battle Royale. I have no idea if those have any relevance to the lore's timeline whatsoever. So they just brought us outside of the lore timeline to give us some advertisements for the new game mode and an Eminem concert. Like, no lore or anything was explained. Once again, we're going to go back to the Chapter 2 live event. That had so much in it. It had Sloan, it had Jones. We had no special characters that had any relevance to the lore or any plot twists or anything. And what I really dislike is at the end, oh, yeah, there's just an island. A new island. Yeah, there's just a new island. We don't figure out where it was, how it was made, or anything. Just popped into existence. Because we don't see ourselves fly through any portal or anything. We just appear there. And speaking about islands not making sense, the queuing issues. How would they, they set posts on Twitter, like, oh, we did not expect this. How did you not expect the queues to be full? Like based on your numbers from the past month, reaching the concurrent most highest peak it ever had since OG Fortnite, I think. How could you not have expected that? That was handled super poorly. And then, here's what really kills me. After the event, you could go back on to the OG island. Like, okay, the event happened, but it really didn't. Like, I'd understand if you'd, make them, you'd have, a loading screen or something. But going back to the island after the live event just completely removes any... I mean, there wasn't really any strong, feelings of it anyway. Because it's just, once it's done, it's supposed to be, it's done. But no, it's not done. It's not done. You can go back on the OG island. Just, the rush of it all disappearing is just instantly gone with the fact that you could go back to the island. It was so underwhelming. It's so hilarious. The tweet says... unforgettable event, evolving all things as you know them, and memorable reveal towards the end. Okay, I guess I'll give them the second one, evolving all things as you know them, true with all the new game modes and stuff. But I'm sorry, where was the memorable reveal? Let me think for a second. I'm 90% sure there was absolutely no memorable reveal at all. And it was so forgettable, dude. It was so forgettable because it was no relevance to the lore or anything. It's crazy. How can y'all hype it up this much for what it is? I just can't with it. It was single-handedly the worst event in Fortnite history. And they gotta start learning. Because here's what kills me, is that back in Chapter 2, they had a live event in Season 2, Season 4, Season 6, or in between Season 5 and Season 6, Season 7, and Season 8. Okay, so we had five live events in the course of 2.5 years. If we take the proportions, that's 2 live events per year. And they were cranking them out great. They were cranking them out great because there wasn't really a bad live event essentially in that chapter, I don't think. Not anything near this degree. And they've been cranking them out, crank. And they were good. And then now they've been having a whole year now to plan it out. They've had a whole year for one to plan it out because for God knows what reason they stopped doing the live events. And they're cranking them out. They're crappy. They're sloppy. They're terrible. What is going on? First of all, I'm not even happy in the first place about the fact that they're cranking out less live events. But now you're making them a lot more low quality. What is going on, Epic? Y'all need to fix your priorities. But anyway, yeah, that's about all I'm going to say about it. Thanks for watching. See ya.